Hey everyone, my name's Andrew Hall. This is the Disappointing Cat Morning Show. We're going to be talking about the Bible that tells people, commands, as in a commandment, to go commit adultery. But first I have to address the thing that needs to be addressed. Did you see the little meme I made? That's for the news story I did on Only Sky earlier today. I posted it up. Republican Senate candidates to battle this one out. It's about an Ohio primary that's getting a little nasty, and I did my specific little satirical spin on it by saying that they're going to shoot it out. The link is in the chat, actually. It's the first chat comment there that I posted in. All right, so let's start talking about this Bible. And you may think that, wow, does this Bible really command believers to commit adultery? Well, yes, it does, actually. Here it is. Rare, wicked Bible that encourages adultery discovered in New Zealand. The first copy of the 1631 Bible, which mistakenly reads, "Thou shalt commit adultery," to be found in the Southern Hemisphere. So there just wasn't one wicked Bible, everyone. There were several copies. In fact, there were many. I would even say many copies of the Wicked Bible out there. A link to this story is in the description below. I believe I found this in The Guardian. In 1631, Wicked Bible, as it became known, omits the word "not" from the seventh commandment, informing readers, "Thou shalt commit adultery." 1,000 copies of the text, which also became to be known as the Adulteress or Sinner's Bible, were printed, with the error only discovered a year later. You have to ask yourself how many Bibles were sitting, just hanging around, and no one actually read them until one day someone actually opened the book and said, "This isn't right. This can't be right." Upon discovery of the mistake, the printers Robert Barker and Martin Lucas were summoned by Charles I and hauled before the court, where they were admonished for the scandalous typo and sloppy workmanship. They were stripped of their printing license, had a 300-pound fine held over their heads for years, though it was eventually quashed, and most of the texts were destroyed. Only about 20 remain in circulation, and that's right. A copy was discovered in New Zealand. You want to take a look at the text to see what it actually says? Here it is, verse 13, with a little asterisk. I'm sorry. That's "thou shalt not kill." Number 14, "thou shalt commit adultery." There it is. Debate is rife over how the misprint happened, with theories that it could have been a deliberate act of industrial sabotage by a rival printer. But Jones, who is a scholar who's looking at the Wicked Bible, has panned that rumor, saying it was far more likely that the printers, who were operating in a cutthroat industry, were just cutting costs on copy editors. I'm not going to say that the free market ruins everything, because it doesn't. But I'm going to say that when there is a lot of competition in any market, there is an incentive, perhaps, to produce shoddy work. The copy was in relatively poor condition when it was rediscovered, with its cover missing some water damage and a few pages at the back gone for good. But it also has some unique features. It is one of the few copies that has the more decorative red, as well as the black ink, and is much more complete version than many others out there. Book and paper conservator Sarah Askey has conserved the item, painstakingly treating the work, fitting a new cover, and preserving it for future generations. Askey has documented any little features that could help provide clues to where the book has been. In between some pages, she has found plant remnants, human hair, and textile fibers. So, for many of us who are skeptics, people who are secular, people who are interested in the scholarly exploration of the Bible, we know that the Bible has been mistranslated many, many times. In fact, I have this book in my personal library, Misquoting Jesus by Bart Ehrman. The story behind who changed the Bible and why. And it turns out that if you just reprint, especially by hand, because let's remember, everyone, the printing press wasn't invented until what, 1520, 1530? Somewhere in the early 1500s. And that before that, it was all done just by monks, by scholars, writing things by hand, rewriting, and mistakes were made. Let's look at a couple of quotes by Bart Ehrman on this. In fact, most of the changes found in early Christian manuscripts have nothing to do with theology or ideology. Far and away, the most changes are the result of mistakes, pure and simple slips of the pen, accidental omissions, inadvertent additions, misspelled words, blunders of one sort or another. And then you can see this lovely where the quote was taken from, right there, from the story. Whose word is it? The story behind who changed the New Testament and why. And here's another quote by Dr. Ehrman. In Matthew, Jesus declares, "Who is not with me is against me." In Mark, he says, "Who is not against us is for us." What? That's a pretty big change, everyone. Did he say both things? Did he mean both things? How can both be true at once? Or is it possible that one of the gospel writers got things switched around? Oh, that is more than likely just a simple mistake that got into one edition of the book of Matthew or in the book of Mark. And then it just got recopied like that time and time and time again. Indeed. I'm going to check out the chat and see how everyone's doing this morning. I hope you're doing well. Oh no, I just lost all the comments. That's not good. John Hudson. John Hudson, there you go. I have done some work as an editor, BigZero.com says, and I believe it. Indeed, people, especially today, are quick to jump to conspiracy theories about practically everything. But let's not forget the basic. I first heard this by Neil deGrasse Tyson, is that if it can be explained by human incompetency, it's more than likely incompetency than malice. So with this rendition, this rendition of this verse being turned into "thou shalt commit adultery," as against to the quote-unquote original text of "thou shalt not commit adultery," that was probably just simple human error. There you go. So in case you don't know, we're doing the after party after show on the Naked Diner podcast channel, where atheists, Democrats, progressives can sit down and have a chat. The link to be on the panel is in the description below. And you know what I did over the weekend? I made a couple of funny shorts. At least I think they're funny, and maybe you will too. If you haven't seen this one, I'm going to share it with you right now. It's, trigger warning. It's Marjorie Taylor Greene and Satan. Let's take a look.
Satan's controlling the church. And that's how Satan sells a sin.
Keep my name out your mouth.
In case you're just tuning in and you're wondering what's going on, I'm going to show this one more time. Just one more time, everyone. Let's do this. Oh no, I lost the volume. Here we go. All right, well, I'm just going to remove it because obviously there's some technical difficulties, which is one of the wonders of having a lovely live show like I do. So, hey, you'll notice there's no ads on this channel. Well, there's no ads here on this show. Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. till about 9:15 or so. There's no ads on this channel. There's certainly no ads on the after party after show. So if you could maybe throw a couple of shekels in, right? To my PayPal, Venmo accounts, links in the description below. Become a YouTube member or become a patron. That'd be great. And if you hate me, and if you want to yell at me, or maybe you just want to have a pleasant conversation, there's a new tier on Patreon. You donate $20 a month and you can have my personal attention for 30 minutes. We can have a little video call. How's that? No haters have taken me up on this and I'm really disappointed. All right, everyone. I'm going to drop a cat video and then a thank you video. And then hopefully I'll see you at 9:15 on the after party after show. Hopefully. All right, let's check out this cat video.
Use the water dispenser. A clever boy.
That's a great cat. All right. Look, I'm still on the air. I'm going to remove myself. Cancel.